Here we are at the Curragh on Sunday, just as the big yards get their best fine-tuned for the best of the flat season. I'm hoping to improve on my early season strike rate now as we head towards Guineas weekend, so I'm mindful that Yuz will be wanting me to giving you a few more winners. So here goes. Firstly, let's get us a couple of the lesser races out of the way. So for the final furlong podcast with 1xbet.ie handicap, I'll side with Claire O'Connell's Alnafor, who won well at Bellewstown last Sunday, and in this current vein of form can bring up a hat trick. I do like that Colin Keane is back on board, as he was at Navan on Alnafor's first win of this season, and despite a wide draw, every chance of making it a third win. Art of Unity wasn't far behind in third at Bellewstown the last day, so will remain competitive, but Alnafor can be winning this. Later on, in the Birmingham Cameras Irish EBF Maiden, I'll go with Starman Tom. Very few of these have any racecourse experience, so I'll take Starman Tom to capitalise on that and win for Kieran Cotter. He went well, given a slowish start at Cork on his debut under rules, and maybe this step up to 6 furlongs will bring about the improvement needed. Of the newcomers, Aidan O'Brien's Cactus might be worth a second look, but I'll take Starman Tom for the win. My Sunday nap lines up in the Visit the Irish National Stud and Gardens Irish EBF Maiden. I do think that Robson Aguiar's Bullshark is the one to be on here. Looking at his first run under rules here the last day, he overcame a tardy start to be nearest at the finish behind Jack Foley's Ruler's Control and stablemate Force Noir. I do expect him to come on for that experience, and also would hope that David Egan taking up the ride will get something extra with Aidan O'Brien's Great Barrier Reef. The interesting debutant, after being given a mention from his trainer in an early season interview and being a half-brother to Mill Reef winner Mystery Power, must be on your list. Bullshark looked to have a bit about him on that first run, and if progressing from there can win this ahead of Great Barrier Reef. My next best is just before Bullshark's race, in the SIS supporting Irish Racing Handicap. I'll be backing Will McCreary's Stag Night to be winning this handicap, with soft ground just about right. I was thinking that he had a good enough chance here the last day, but Body Bear, taking a lone course toward the centre far rail, did win well, though Stag Night was good value for second, just a couple of short heads in front of Stay Sound Susie and Magical Vision. Noble Nation and recent all-weather winner Buddy Bat should make a race of it, but Stag Night is the one likeliest to score, pardon the pun. First up on Sunday, Blixen Force was sent off as favourite in the Brocklesby Stakes at Doncaster the last day, and although third, I do think should come on for that run. I did see some signs of inexperience, but this Persian Force colt overall did a decent job under Rowan Scott and wasn't knocked about on that first run under rules. I'd be thinking that Aidan O'Brien is getting his yard into some early season form now we are well into April, but he won't be rushing through his youngsters. So carry the flag, despite the big price tag, may be best watched. Robson Aguiar's What a Girl Wants and Bell Island, particularly bred for speed, are both on my list, but Blixen Force is the one to follow. In the alleged stakes, well, I'm telling Yuz that I'm sticking my neck out here to back Green Impact, who I think will take to this ground. Jessica Harrington's colt went well for a long way in the Sky Bet York Stakes when we last saw him in July of last year, so I'll be taking this on trust, that he's ready to go. But with some cut in the ground, Green Impact would be the sort I'd be looking at. Of course, Aidan O'Brien's Twain was a very well-fancied Wooten Bassett colt at 2 before picking up an injury, but with a win in the Group 1 Criterium International at Sun Clou, must be watched closely. Joseph O'Brien's Beset won at Nace the last day, so is race fit, while stablemate Trust Your Instinct shouldn't be far away, but Green Impact is my pick.